If you go to the Drudge Report, and I think it'll still be up, the story that talks about Trump having hand cuts, and you can link to it. They don't look like cuts to me. They look like sores. And I've asked a number of MDs what medical condition manifests itself through hand sores, and the answer is immediate and unanimous: secondary syphilis. All right, I think there's a good chance this man has the clap, and I'm not being particularly secretive about it. I am texting the photo. You can link to it. It's in some operation called the Daily Mail. It's some British thing. It's probably a Fleet Street rag, but maybe the picture was doctored or whatever, but maybe this story will go somewhere, maybe it won't, but I'm telling you, at 1 o'clock Eastern, I'm humping this thing like a young dog on old furniture.
I gotta be honest, as soon as I saw that picture of Donald Trump's sticky hand with red sores on it, I didn't want to think about it any further, but James Carville apparently went the opposite direction.
I think there's a good chance this man has the clap. And I'm not being particularly secretive about it.
Trump's potential health and STD status is just low on my list of why he shouldn't be president again. But since he won't stop talking about it, it opens the door for speculation.
But they asked Ronnie, who's better, Barack Hussein Obama? Remember Rush Limbaugh? He used to go, Barack Hussein Obama. He would scream the word Hussein. I wonder why he was doing that. But he would scream the word. But I'd say, so who's in better health? They would actually ask, the media would ask, who's in better health, President Obama or President Trump? And he would say, President Trump, 100%. In fact, he said if he didn't eat so much junk food, he'd be around for 200 years.
President Obama was in office 2 administrations ago, and Trump is still obsessed with trying to claim that he's somehow better. Since reality isn't matching up with his white supremacy disorder, he has to keep having this irrelevant conversation with himself and the rest of his minions. Maybe he still religiously watches Morning Joe, and he's just trying to change their own speculation.
We have any answer on what's on Donald Trump's? Like, Donald Trump has his hands are bleeding. Looks like he has a sore.
Magic marker?
No, is it magic marker? Because it looks like he has a sore on his index finger there. I don't know. Maybe it's magic marker. I don't know.
It looks like a cut. I mean, that's blood, isn't it? I don't want to speculate. I don't know, but. Was there anything that happened inside the courtroom yesterday, Lisa? There
was. There was a point in time during the day where Trump, very frustrated with Judge Kaplan, banged his hands down on the table. I doubt that the blisters or marks that we're seeing there come from that, but could they be exacerbated by that? Perhaps.
Yeah, like a toddler having a tantrum, perhaps, and causing bleeding to his hand.
I just want to remind everyone of the depressing state of our political process. Donald Trump is making up stories about the White House doctor giving him comparative health reports with the man that left office 7 years ago. James Carville sees the clap all over Trump's hands, and his daughter-in-law just went on TV to push some North Korea-style praise for those that worship him.
People can very clearly see the difference between Donald Trump and the way he acted, the way he led this country, his mental acuity, his fitness as president of the United States compared to Joe Biden. And man, was there incredible scrutiny on Donald Trump. How many times did we see the White House doctor trotted out in front of the press and the crazy questions about 2 scoops of ice cream, etc., that he continued to have thrown at him?
If people are deciding which way to vote based off of how well someone rides a bike or how quickly they can walk down a ramp, it's a perfect brainless distraction for the billionaires and corporations that bribe candidates to do their bidding. Americans sit and fight over whose golf swing looks more powerful as a qualifying factor, while their handlers take our lunch money.
It's presidential to look like you're playing golf, and no one can imagine Joe Biden doing anything athletic like that right now. And it speaks to, these kind of things you can't really quantify. Who do you want to have a beer with? Who would you rather hang out with? Who do you have more trust in? Who looks more powerful in a position? And somehow Donald Trump looks more powerful playing golf than Joe Biden does.